So I've just literally got off a live stream, and the sound has not recorded. And I know the Lord has guided me to put this out today, so I know it's not interference on his part. So I thought I'd do it again and see how we get on. I was guided to Psalms 94, God, the judge of all. And in doing so, was guided to disclose the letters that were sent to the authorities previously, which is in regards to my testimony. Psalms 94. The Lord, you are a God who punishes. Reveal your anger. You are the judge of all men. Rise and give the proud what they deserve. How much longer will the wicked be glad? How much longer, Lord? How much longer will criminals be proud and boast about their crimes? They crush your people, Lord. They oppress those that belong to you. They kill widows and orphans and murder the strangers who live in our land. They say, the Lord does not see us. The God of Israel does not notice. My people, how can you be such stupid fools? When will you ever learn? God made our ears, can't he hear? He made our eyes, can't he see? He scolds the nations. Won't he punish them? He is the teacher of all men. Hasn't he any knowledge? The Lord knows what they think. He knows how senseless their reasoning is. Lord, how happy is the person you instruct, the one to whom you teach the law. You give him rest from days of trouble until a pit is dug to trap the wicked. The Lord will not abandon his people. He will not desert those who belong to him. Justice will again be found in the courts, and righteous people will support it. Who stood up for me against the wicked? Who took my side against the evildoers? If the Lord had not helped me, I would have gone quickly to this land of silence. I said, I am falling, but your constant love, O Lord, held me up. Whenever I am anxious or worried, you comfort me and make me glad. You have nothing to do with corrupt judges who makes injustice legal, who plot against good men and sentence the innocent to death. But the Lord defends me, my God protects me. He will punish them for their wickedness and destroy them for their sins. The Lord our God will destroy them. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gather themselves together against the souls of the righteous and condemn innocent blood. But the Lord is my defence, and my God is my rock of my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our God shall cut them off. The previous video I did this morning, I have mentioned, but it didn't record the sound. So I'm doing it again because the Lord had guided me to do this. So I know it's not interference from the divine, the higher source that's interfering. It's not, it's the enemy. So I'm going to do this again, and hopefully the sound is there for people to hear. So this letter was sent to the authority regarding the testimony and the situation in 3 years ago, 2023. To the man doing business as His Majesty the King, currently going by Charles of the House of Windsor, care of the man doing business as Prime Minister, formerly Chief Prosecutor, going by Keir Starmer, care of 10 Downing Street, London. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Regarding Regina versus my person. Amongst other trespasses and wrongs in the ongoing destruction of rights and freedoms of I, woman alive, to live in peace and honour at large in society. Greetings. I write to you so that I may be sure at heart that you are aware of the events that have unfolded and the ongoing harms that are being caused by agents acting under your authority. Many attempts at resolving recent issues have failed and seemingly been ignored. Wherefore the constitution of the realm has been either altered and or misapplied to the life conditions of I in such a manner that I be grievously wronged thereby. I wrote to your mother, the late Queen, seeking remedy back in 2021, and I'll read that to you after this. Since then, I have been denied access to an audience at court on multiple occasions. A civil claim was issued on the 28th of June 2021, which was allegedly struck out in the House of the Defendants in September 2022. This evidently produces a conflict of interests. This claim was attached with the information upon a breach of the contravention rights. The claim fee was paid for with the intention of it being heard in the High Court as per the correct jurisdiction pertaining to this claim. Exculpatory evidence was also willfully withheld by the police and the Crown Prosecution Service and by the Government Legal Department at the Ministry of Justice, wherefore agents acting under the authority of His Majesty's Government have been empowered to obstruct all and any attempt on the part of I to gain access to court for an audience seeking lawful remedy of said wrongs. On the 5th of November 2021, Cambridge Crown Court was instructed by the official recorder of Cambridge to seek a judicial review, which instruction was not adhered to. Instead, sentence was passed at Cambridge Magistrates Court without disclosure of the evidence required by the defence, and evidently without regard to the instructions of the official recorder, who was a QC at the time, and the previous instructions for judicial review. Wherefore the aforesaid circumstances have combined to place I in a position of being denied opportunity to continue in good faith the relationship normally expected between lawful government and a loyal subject living in accordance with the lawful constitution of the realm. Furthermore, false and injurious information was placed upon the medical record, which has since been proven false. Wherefore it is the wish of I to continue in said good faith relationship, but which relationship I am being denied by the aforesaid circumstances. Wherefore it is intolerable both in conscience and in law that I must submit to be subject to the said wrongs in order to take up said wish. These are just some of the issues that have been arisen. Wherefore I am thus unable to take up in good conscience that wish, while still being denied opportunity of seeking remedy to said wrongs. Wherefore these aforesaid circumstances lie beyond the power of I to alter. Wherefore the only alternative made available to I by said agents who act by your authority is to take up said wish in bad faith upon terms viet armis of being subject to the said wrongs, and I am unaware of no lawful alternative. Therefore, it is with great disappointment and sadness of heart that in order that I do not act in bad faith, it may be the case that I am left with no lawful option other than with great reluctance to denounce outright His Majesty the King, his heirs, successors, and assigns, until such a time as by the authority said wrongs have been put right in full, and the circumstances given rise to said wrongs have been corrected to prevent any reoccurrence, in order that I may act in good faith to take up said wish. Therefore, absent any right and lawful indication to the contrary of the circumstances laid out herein, then I am placed by the said circumstances in the position whereby, in order to act in true and good faith, I must solemnly now declare said denouncement to be effective immediately, and forthwith, lest I become an accessory after the fact to said wrongs at law done by your authority against I. Therefore I do now claim by right any and all property howsoever held by His Majesty the King, his heirs, successors, and assigns, and which property in any manner adheres to I, kindly direct that said property now reverts and restores, or otherwise surrenders to the full unencumbered possession of I, without delay, so that I may attend to the life needs of I without need to recourse to His Majesty the King, his heirs, successors, and assigns, except where lawfully required. May the Most High Divine Creator now bear witness, so it be. This was sent in 3 years ago in 2023. There has been no responses, and due to being forced into the position of homelessness, there is no where to respond to now. So that's where it stands. But the letter that was mentioned, that was written to his mother, goes like this. Warmest wishes, Your Majesty. This was sent in 2021. It is with great urgency and much disappointment that I feel I must bring these matters to your attention. Can somebody let me know if you can hear me, because the sound didn't actually record on the last one. This is in no way a shortcut. I know you are very busy and would not usually be troubled with such like. We have tried on many occasions to seek resolution and remedy with the natural route that one would take to deal with these matters. To put the situation lightly, Your Majesty, there has been some unjust decisions made in your courts in regards to the course and procedure put in place to ensure justice is served and pronounced true and fairly. In this case, we are way off the mark. In the past 18 months, the man previously acting as Chief Constable in Norfolk and Suffolk has brought more than 8 charges against my person, although I have harmed no one. The only crime, it seems, is that I am standing on my right and under God's will. The justice system has failed us and our people due to the absent abuse and process in these courts. As I do not recognise the authority of which my liberty and freedom is being destroyed, I have naturally refused any consent to these false claims against me. I had been relying on receiving a fair trial in your honourable courts for some time as to the laws and customs of the people. As is my witness, I have caused no harm. These charges are being established by conviction without the relevant material required to prove the innocence of the victim. Norfolk Constabulary and the Crown Prosecution Service have withheld the evidence of which we rely upon. A live warrant for possession, a live warrant for possible custodial sentence is active. This is a second unlawful warrant, as well as the use of arbitrary force, falsely imprisoned an innocent and harmless individual. We have made a civil claim in order to bring the truth of these matters to light and hopefully receive some sort of justice. The claim was issued on the 28th of June, but it seems the abuse of process is not subject to one area of the justice system, and the criminal procedure rules of which the claimant relies upon and has paid in excess of £4,000 for has not been followed. I ask for your urgent assistance in the name of Jesus Christ and the liberty of every natural-born individual. This letter was sent to Her Majesty the Queen in 2021, and things lightened up a little bit until her late passing. And the first letter that I read to you was written to her son, the man doing business as king, and also a letter was written to his son, William, who is the next in line through their system. So they're all aware of these situations that have unfolded and the events that have taken place. My position now is homeless, so there is nowhere to respond to, but we are now 6 years on from when these events took place. They have been completely ignored, but this says a little bit about the testimony and the scripture that I was given today by the Lord. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gather themselves together against the souls of the righteous and condemn innocent blood. But the Lord is my defence, and my God is my rock of my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our God shall cut them off. I hope the sound has recorded on this video. Once again, I did a live just previous to this one and the sound didn't record, so I'm hoping this one saves with the sound. I'm sorry, there is no video on here, but the camera's given up on me. If anyone would like get in touch with me, then you can do by email at justwoman222@gmail.com. That's justwoman222@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and may we see justice and peace reign down on earth with the Lord's judgment. Keep the faith and know that you are loved.